Shalom, Israel. It's your brother New Breed coming through with another live stream. Don't be afraid to be solo and dolo. Isolation equals elevation. 100. That's some real talk for you. You know, what was meant to excommunicate us from society actually help us communicate with a higher power. Could you imagine that? A lot of you chosen ones out there, you've been through the matrix, this artificial simulation that we call reality. We try to perceive it as reality, but it looks like that it's a mechanism in place for anybody who's waking up. They want to keep you in a bubble. So you deal with a program in which people begin to excommunicate you, shun you, isolate you. And a lot of the times it's empathetic, loving individuals. We tend to get in our feelings. We get in our emotions. We worry about what other people think. Let me break something down to y'all. Whether you're doing good or bad in life, they're always going to have something to say. Always. I know y'all can relate to this. Have you ever been away from a certain group of people for a long time, or a person, or a friend, family member, or what have you, for a long period of time, and then all of a sudden you get around that person and you can either be doing good and you feel the jealousy, you feel the envy. You know that when you leave, they're talking about you in a negative way. They're saying all type of disparaging comments behind your back because you have that spiritual impulse and you know it's happening. And you're doing good in life. It's because you're doing better than them. In the same breath, if you were doing bad, they would also speak in regards of that. They would talk about how you've been doing the same thing for years and how you're not elevating. You might as well be doing good, right? You might as well be on the elevation phase. You might as well be making it to the next level. And what we got to realize, and this is for a lot of you brothers and sisters that's just joining my platform. Some of y'all are just initially coming into your first spiritual awakening, understanding who you are, understanding your identity, and things of that nature, just trying to find your way. You got to understand that you're highly sensitive to everything that's going on around you at the moment. And it's important that you control the trajectory and the narrative of your life. And the only way to do so is begin to internalize a lot more. You can't tell everybody what's on your mind. You can't tell everybody what you're seeing going on in society. And I know you would love to. I know you would love to just say, listen, I found out that, listen, people are turning into zombies. The inoculations is destroying the minds of the people. Hey, there is an agenda going on. And you want to just blurt it all out to your family, your friends, and what have you. But you got to move wise as a serpent, harmless as a dove. You got to be smart about this. You got to know how to internalize things so you can really grasp the entire picture. You can really get a hold on what you're seeing going on in society. Before you take it out to other people, you got to know what you're dealing with, right? And the truth of the matter is, if the people that you're surrounded by are demons and devils, they're not going to get it no matter how you give the message. No matter what you say, no matter what you do, you will be a threat. You will be the enemy in their eyes. because you threaten their everyday goings. You threaten their way of life. You question their perceptions, and they're not prepared for that. So you got to understand, it's time that you cut a lot of individuals off in your life. You got to cut them off. You have got to cut them off. You have got to get out of your feelings. Let me break something down to you. If you want to succeed in life, and I'm just going to be straight up blunt with you, we're not going to do too much religious talk. I'm just going to be 100% with y'all. And you got to know this, because right now it's survival of the fittest in this here world. It has to be business over personal. Everything has to be business over personal. All emotions, all feelings to the side. It just so happens that the chosen ones, we about our Father's business. We about the business of the Most High. We about our Father's business. The same way that these people on Wall Street, these wolves of Wall Street, and these people who work in the stock market and they in their business suits, the same way they are, and how they have all these shrewd business practices, we got to be the same way about our Father's business. We got to be the same way. It's like, if you're not contributing to the greater good, you are of no value. That's how you got to begin to look at this thing. That's the only way that you're going to level up. Yep, somebody said take your emotions out of it and get it done. That's a fact. You got to. You know what them scriptures says? If you love mother, father, sister, or brother more than me, then ye are not worthy of me. Like, that scripture speaks volumes. It speaks volumes. Meaning the Most High is not dealing with our emotions. He wants you to level up. He wants you to really do his business, do his bidding. And if you caught up in your emotions, it ain't no way. Listen, it is an impossibility to please the Most High and also be a people pleaser. It is an utter impossibility to please the God of all gods and be a people pleaser. It's impossible. Only when you're solo, only when you have that moment to really reflect, when you have that moment to communicate with the one who created you, only then will you see what must need be done. Till then, you're going to have individuals that's going to muddy the waters. You're going to have all these opinions, all these voices, all of these different mutters that you're hearing in the air, and it's all going to suppress you. You have to make your mind up. So many times I come in contact with people who inherit the beliefs of family members, and these family members with these beliefs are not successful. I mean, they're not successful in their relationships. They're not successful in any type of business. They're not successful in life. The fruit of their body is rotten. They're not successful in anything. But somehow, some way, you're worried about their approval. Why? Because of the same blood running through their veins? Oh, is that right? Oh, because that's your mama. That's your daddy. That's your cousin. That's your sister. That's your brother. But you know deep down, they're toxic. And you can look at the way they live their life, and you can look at the fruits of their lives. And the Bible says, judge one by their fruits. You can look at what they got going on in their lives. You can look at the messiness and see that, look, I'm not worried about impressing that person, and I'm not worried about the approval of that person. I got to level up. Somebody said, real talk, I have to let go of my mom and my sister because I agree with true words of the Most High. Absolutely. Sometimes it got to come to that. Some of us in this truth, we haven't talked to our natural family in a long time. There's a lot of family members that I haven't spoken to in a long time because they're not going where I'm going. No disrespect to them. They're going to choose to live their lives the way they want to live their lives. they just can't come where I'm going. And it's somewhere down the line, you got to learn to accept that. See, the Most High, he set up different programs on this planet, and we believe it's all the enemy. Nah. The reason why some of you brothers and sisters is getting stalked, gang stalked by people, some of the reasons why you being isolated and ostracized and manipulated by family and casted away and not getting no invites, the reason why that's happening is because the Most High is trying to work with you. He is literally like, yo, my man, I got a mission for you. You so busy trying to squirm in and fit in with these people that you just don't fit in with. They don't have the same mentality as you. I see something special in you. I'm literally trying to pull you out of the world and put you on a narrow path. And so I can magnify my glory through you. But no, we don't want to do that. We want to hold on to that baby daddy, that baby mama. We want to hold on to that toxic friend that just want to have you out and about all hours of the night doing God knows what. Nah, you don't want to let go. You don't want to let go. You just in your emotions. You just in your, well, I love this person. We went to high school together. We grew up together. I love this person. Are you about your father's business or not? Somebody said, I moved from NY to PA 18 years ago, and I feel that way. This is how God set me away. Yep, that's how it is. Sometimes you got to go from one state to the next. You might not have no family, nobody there. Sometimes you have to start over with a clean slate. A clean slate, and just let it go. Wash your hands. Shake the dust off your shoulders. Shake the dust off your sneakers and keep moving. Stop casting your pearls before swine. And I'm gonna tell you, people gonna call you a sociopath. People gonna call you they're gonna call you all kind of names. They're gonna say you cold-hearted. They're gonna say you just a mean person. It's okay. Christ himself was an austere man. We don't have time to be playing games with people. If you don't realize what's going on in the world by this moment and this time, let the Lord have mercy on your soul. Because if your ears aren't open to receive the knowledge of truth, that means you ain't trying to hear it. You legit ain't trying to hear no truth. You love sin. And that's what these people, they don't want to admit. They don't want to admit they just love sin. They don't want to live by no laws. They don't want nothing to govern them. They want to eat shrimp, crab, pork, lobster. They want to celebrate pagan holidays. They want to listen. They want to sin, and then when they feel guilty, they want to just say, "Hey, white Jesus, forgive me." That's what they want to do. That's what they want. They don't want no laws. They don't want no rules and regulations. They don't want any parameters on how they live. They want to sin. They want to have sex with as many people as they want. They want to live their life reckless. They don't care about the future. They're not thinking about their grandchildren or their children or anybody. They're not thinking about building a legacy, a dynasty. They're not thinking about doing God's work. They're not really, they really don't care about what the Most High wants. They want to be able to sin and live exactly how they want to live, and they don't want nobody to say shit about it. And if you're saying something about it, they basically want to attack you. They want to turn you into an enemy. That's the truth about most people. That's the utter truth about most people. They claim to believe in God, but they really look at themselves as gods. They are their own gods. They really don't want to serve a creator. So you got to understand, the only way for you to elevate is get to a place where you can stand by yourself. Some of the most powerful thoughts that ever crossed this here mind was by myself. And I know a lot of y'all can relate. Yep, somebody said, I've been social distancing myself before the pandemic. Only person left is my girl, and she may be next on the list. It be like that sometimes. And let me tell you something. You have an edge. When you are solo for a certain amount of time, the Most High God bless you with an edge. Let me tell you about this edge. You get kind of a one leg up on everybody. You kind of get a head start. You kind of get a superpower, a jolt that they don't got, right? Let me tell you about the edge that you get. You're able to cut off anybody at any given time. That is an edge. That's an edge. Yeah. Because the minute where an individual is not showing that they're about the Father's business, the second where they're displaying behavior that is contrary or arbitrary to what the Elohim, the Most High God, is trying to build, and they're going against the grain, and that relationship no longer results in you're growing in the Father, because that's what relationships are about. The only reason we're supposed to connect with anybody in life is to do the will of the Father. That's the only reason we're supposed to have connections with people. Even if you have, listen, your wife, your relationship, your girlfriend, boyfriend, all of that, that's because your relationship is supposed to be doing the bidding of the Father. That is your purpose. If we're not building something together that's giving glory to the Father, we're wasting our time. We're wasting our time. And sometimes you have to cut people off for a time period. When I say cut people off, sometimes I'm not talking about forever, but sometimes the way that things are going, your lives are not being positioned in a way in which y'all can build something together. And if it's like that, you come back. You come back to that person. You don't necessarily have to cut them off and be enemies with them. But damn it, as people, we got to know when to veer off. We got to know when we're doing the Father's business. It cannot always be we're trying to people please. Just like those people, you might go to a family reunion. You might go to a high school reunion. And people be upset because you ain't been reaching out. People be like, yo, where you been at, man? Like, yeah, I mean, you ain't talking to nobody. I mean, what's going on? I've been living my life. Same thing you should have been doing. You shouldn't have to explain yourself to a person because you've been living your life, accomplishing goals, doing things, trying to elevate. You should never have to explain yourself. A real friend will understand that this person has to isolate at times to elevate. It goes into a person's creative process. It goes into a person's mindset. A real friend, you cannot listen. A real friend, you cannot talk to them for 10 years and they like, yo, that's my homie right there. That person right there, they out there doing the work. Because guess what? If you doing the work and they doing the work, you're always gonna come right back around full circle. Because y'all both doing the same thing. So you're always gonna come back and meet that person. They're gonna be needed. You're gonna be needed. That's how it works. You cannot level up if you are constantly trying to be in somebody's damn face all the time. We gotta learn how to hold our own. John the Baptist wrote 3 books of the Bible on the island of Patmos in isolation. How you think he did that? Because the Most High was able to deal with him. People selfish with your time, put them in their place. Somebody said, I'm going to keep telling. I'm going to keep telling anyone that is listening. Someone out there going through it like I am. Right. Somebody said, mistakes as a people pleaser by ungrateful ones. They learn it's time oneself. Yeah. And then they ungrateful for it. They feel obligated to your attention. Like, no, I need to go level up, champ. Like, I don't know what you think this is, but I'm out here trying to elevate. I'm out here trying to grow. What they meant to destroy you actually tried you like gold through the furnace. When your friends and family stop giving you invites, when they thought you were going to fall into a great deal of depression and break, which some of y'all probably did go into depression for a time period because it almost seemed like the world changed overnight. When that Holy Spirit poured into a lot of you brothers and sisters, it's like everybody changed overnight. It was a difficult transition. And I'm going to tell you right now, you had a lot of people that were talking about you right behind your back. They were having meetings about you. They were going to social events, and you were the topic of discussion. They were talking about how that individual acting strange. Oh, I heard that person, they stopped doing this and stopped doing that because it has become abnormal for you not to live a sinful lifestyle. I heard that person all high and might. They think they somebody. Because we proclaim to be royalty. We proclaim to be integral people. We proclaim to be the righteous. So now you got people on our side. Yeah, I heard they changed. They think they better than us. And they had all these meetings about you. And they were hoping that you were at your home depressed. They was posting pictures on social media. Some of these bastards was going far enough to tag you in those pictures. You ain't getting no invite, but they done tagged you to let you know, look, we partying on your behalf. We hoping that you in your home, isolated, depressed, stressed out. And guess what? All the while that was happening, the Most High was doing something else. He was molding you. He was shifting your enthusiasm to other places. You begin to lose interest in things that you once was so interested in, things that you held in high regards. All of a sudden, you ain't really worried about those things. All of a sudden, you starting to shine on them. All of a sudden, it's like, hold on. Man, this person, they're not breaking. You're leveling up. Isolation equals elevation. Somebody said, I removed myself from all social media. Greatest choice I ever made. All praises. Yeah, somebody in the chat said they was learning new languages and everything. Think about this. I'm trying to think about something. Have you ever spent time with an individual and you realized it was a waste of time? How many of y'all know where I'm coming from? Like, you spent some time with a person and then you realize that was a waste of time. See, when a person is not about your Father's business, and you afford them the opportunity and grace them with your presence, not realizing that everybody's not worth your presence. Everybody don't deserve to be around y'all. Don't you understand? You are God's people. You're chosen. Everybody don't deserve to be around you. You are a walking blessing. All you brothers and sisters that came out of this world and came into this word. But how many of y'all have been around these people and nothing was done? Nothing moved you further in your goals. You didn't learn anything. It was no fiber. It was no meat. It was no potatoes. It was no, you didn't break bread. You didn't get a new understanding. You didn't get a new perspective. You didn't get a business partner. Nothing happened. Like absolutely nothing happened, to the point where it's like, yo, I wasted my time building with that person. And then you begin to think of all the things you could have been doing if you wasn't dealing with that person. All the things that could have been getting done. See, that's why you got to be solo a lot of the times. Rollo on the 7 Talk. Thank you, brother. Shout out. Says, big up, bring it out. Thank you, brother. I appreciate the super chat. And they'll call us shrewd and mean and all those things. But when we was recluses, when we was trying to fit in and find our way and trying to, piece ourselves in a puzzle that didn't fit, only thing we was doing was torturing ourselves. Freedom is great. Somebody say, I love my family too much to cut them off, but yeah, LOL. Hey, listen, if you got a good family that love you back, I'm not telling you to cut them off. Let's make that clear. I'm not over here running no cult. I'm not telling you to cut all your family off. All of my family is not cut off. But what I'm saying is a lot of the times in this modern society, a lot of people family, they're devils. A lot of people family are devils, and they don't have no nationality, color, or creed to it. You got people in the suburbs, people in the urban community, people in the slums in the ghetto that got family. That's the devil. Some people were just born to overcome those devils. And it's a lot of family. Because who will try to hurt you the most than the people who think they know you the most? Wrap your mind around that. Who will try to destroy you the most more than the people who feel like they know you? Which when you reborn in this word, you're not the same person. They don't know you. You're a different person. But they can't wrap their mind around that because they spiritually dead a lot of the times. Lorraine, thank you for the $10 contribution. Says, I'm so proud of you. You have been gifted to speak what most cannot. Try to comprehend. Thank you. I appreciate it, sis. Thank you, Lafayette, for the $2 contributions. Says, God bless you, Breed. Appreciate it. Callie R, thank you as well. Isaiah, thank you for the $50 contribution. Highly appreciate it. I'm going to tell you like this. When you're alone, when you solo, when you learn how to move different, the sky is the limit. Your opportunities become limitless because guess what? The only person standing in the way of you is you. The only person standing in the way is you if you rolling solo, which means you learn how to actually critique yourself. You actually put yourself under subjection. You actually begin to practice self-autonomy. You actually begin to understand yourself. You know how many people, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, who don't even understand themselves. They don't know who they are. They're not able to look in the mirror and say, yo, I know exactly who I am. I know my purpose. I know what God put in me. I understand. I understand. So many people who don't understand themselves at all. And the crazy part is when you begin to really understand yourself as a chosen one, the more the rest of the world don't understand you, the more you become an anomaly. The more you know yourself, the more they can't figure you out, which is great. Don't you know the Most High want them to be off balance? He want them devils off balance. Trying to put a finger on who you are. This is why gang stalking was even created. This is why they begin to target our people, to find out what frustrates us. What makes this person tick. Yeah, we become real weird to an evil person. You should see that little awkward ass look that evil people get when a voice of God comes out of you. When a touch of God comes out and you actually convicting their souls. You should see that little weird, creepy, awkward look they get. It's almost like a smug, devastated. They look smug and devastated at the same time. And they look a little bit disgusted. They look like they smelt like a fart or something. Like they don't know how to perceive it. You out here leveling up. They doing the same damn thing over and over. Yeah, they look caught. They look caught like a deer in a headlight. While they gossiping about the next person behind their back, and you deal with it like a soldier, like, hold up, champ, we don't do all that. If you got something to say about that man, you say it to that man. They get the clutching their pearls. Grown men be clutching their pearls. That's why I don't mix with too many people, bro. Ain't too many people worthy of my presence. I know who I am. Bible say time and time again, don't cast your pearls before swine. I ain't finna get in the mud with these piglets. I'm a whole king out here. What I look like? That's how we got to look at ourselves. We got to look at ourselves like royalty. We trying to level up out here. Some people energy smell bad. Some of y'all people out there energy smell bad. Your whole energy is off. Like, I don't even want your essence around me. Real talk. They can call us what they want to call us. They can call us stuck up, snooty, whatever you want to call it. Now, we children of God. And we abstain from filthiness. Of course, we balanced. Of course, you know, we fall short and have our issues, but we ain't, listen, we not getting in the mud. We not getting in the chitlin market with you 2/3. In the chitlin market, being messy. Yeah. Somebody said energy talks. It does. That's another reason why a lot of brothers can't level up. A lot of sisters can't level up. They got all of this great insight. You got people got all this knowledge, all this wisdom, people who articulate, but they always want to attract to the opposite of what they are. You know, the world says opposites attract. They feel like it balanced them out being around mud ducks, and it doesn't. Being around filthy people. Some of you ladies out here successful, articulate, know how to speak, look good, dress good, but you want to get with Pookie and Ray Ray. Stop me when I'm lying. You want to get with a street dude, a thug, and wonder why your ass can't level up in life. Wonder why you always got bad luck. Wonder why your relationship's always going bad. You ain't learned how to be solo. Some of you ladies need to learn how to be by your damn self for a time period. Reason why you think all men ain't this and all men ain't that is because you've been with too many damn men. Yeah, wrap your mind around that one. You've been with too many. If you took that moment in time to level up by your damn self and let the Lord start talking to you, you know, if you let the Lord actually make you chase again, make you modest again, let yourself tighten back up. Yeah, without the vinegar water in the bathtub, let yourself get back right. Then maybe, just maybe, the Most High God can send you somebody. Just maybe. And some of you brothers don't understand that when you're a real man, right? Women come automatically. They come automatically. I don't give a damn if you, listen, I don't care if you pissing on yourself or pissing off the Bay Bridge and you're broke, or you're pushing cans around. There are always going to be women around. There will always be women around, no matter what. Your caliber of women might change as you elevate, but damn it, they always going to be there. I don't know why you brothers be so damn thirsty. It'll be a woman right there pushing that cart with you. I don't know why y'all so thirsty. Y'all act like y'all got a biological clock. No, these women the ones, by the time they 40, their eggs done shriveled up. You brothers can do what you do damn near off into your 80s. What you rushing for? Why you so thirsty? What's the rush? When you meet a female, what's the rush to get her in the bedroom? What's the rush? It'll happen when it's supposed to happen. Half the time, if you sit down and date them and talk to them long enough and hear what they got to say, you ain't gonna want to sleep with them anyway. If you're a real man of God, they gonna turn you off eventually, because you're gonna find out they ain't on your level and they ain't trying to get on your level. Some of y'all don't need to be in relationships for a little while. Some of you brothers that's coming up in the rush to find you a wife or a girlfriend, you need to live by yourself for a little bit. Some of you brothers need to live alone for a little bit. Learn how to pay all your bills by yourself. Learn how to cook you something. At least make some stuff over the stove, man. You got to learn how to cook yourself food. Learn how to pay your bills. Learn how to do all those things. And then on your own leisure, if you want to bring a woman into your life, then you bring her into your life. But stop rushing. Be solo. How you going to level up if you too focused on chasing somebody? Priorities is everything. Priorities is everything, bro. Somebody said, I'm glad you talking about this. Absolutely, it's needed. Yep, somebody said you got to be patient. That's a fact. Somebody said the killers watch everything. That's why I'm digging in with these truths. They are going to be dealt with severely. I'm not sure what killers you talking about. You must be talking about those vipers in high places that's watching us. Let me tell you something. For those who have experienced gang stalking or consider themselves to have been targeted by certain groups of people, they are afraid of people who can hold their own by themselves and also be able to mix in with crowds and stand with groups, because they understand that those are left, right side of the brain thinkers. They think on left and right side, and those type of people right there are highly influential. A lot of us can't tap into our influence that we actually have because we haven't been alone long enough. It haven't been properly nurtured. Haven't been properly nurtured. Sometimes you got to get to yourself so you can get those downloads from the heavenly realm, showing you how to move. And everybody thumb the video up. Everybody thumb it up. Unless you an agent with that stinking ass energy. Unless you one of them agents with the stinking energy I'm talking about, then thumb the video up. You have somebody says, seek ye first the kingdom of God and all things will be added unto you. Facts. The Most High show you how to move. And I'm telling you, you can be a solo person but still be connected. You could be solo and be connected. Because listen, integrity goes a long way. Your reputation goes a long way. They be thinking that brothers like myself and others, they be thinking because we move solo that we can go out places, dap people up. We can go out places by ourselves, but still be connected. And it's a reason why we able to move like that. Because we have built reputations for ourselves by dealing with people the proper way. Therefore, when we get around individuals, you know, that we known for years or people who we consider associates, we automatically have respect. A lot of brothers don't understand that. They think they got to fit in with everybody opposed to building rapport with the right people and you're connected to people. We the type of people that, and this is how you brothers got to move. If you dealing with people righteously, you may be shopping somewhere, getting you some little belongings, and you may see somebody trying to bake a cake. What that means for those listening who ain't hip to my slang, you may see some people out there trying to set you up, waiting in the parking lot to jump you. And these situations have happened to me in the past, so this is why I'm speaking on it. And they see that you always by yourself. So these brothers then followed you around and they like, yo, we gonna jump this dude. He coming out tomorrow with all these bags. Yo, we gonna rob him. We gonna do this, that, and the third. But your intuition is so high. You peep the whole game. You watching the whole scene. And this has happened to me a couple years ago. Just because you see somebody moving solo don't mean they don't have people. See, when you able to pick your phone up and like, yo, you know, some things is going on. I see some people rallying up. They think it's sweet out here. And all of a sudden you got 30, 40, 50 people out there pulling up. And they all in that parking lot. Excuse me, is there a problem? Something they never expected. So when I talk about moving solo, you can still be connected because you done built a great rapport with brothers. You done showed love. You done been a righteous brother. You ain't never slander people. And listen, real brothers, real friends, real comrades not gonna ever let you fall because that's very difficult to find stand-up people out here. It's very difficult to find people who about what they say they about. A lot of people just be talking, bruh. That's why I don't mix with too many people. They just be talking. Real talk. Somebody said, I got power with me. Spiritual powers, my footsteps are ordered. Absolutely. Somebody said the self-God and goddess mentality is in full effect. The self-God, we are gods. The Bible says, don't you know ye are gods? Now, we're not the most high God, but when we going to start acting like we are God's people, that when we going to start acting like we're not Negroes, when we going to start acting like extensions of the Creator, we able to duplicate ourselves, we able to make man in our image. My son look just like me. Some of y'all son look just like you. You made man in your image. God gave you abilities. We are gods. We not the most high God. Well, we gods. How is it that the Egyptian Amun-Ra can call himself a god and y'all serve them? Buddha can call himself a god and you Negroes will serve them, but you don't want to be gods as if you're not bigger than dumb idols? Bible say, don't you know you're going to be judging angels? That's what I'm talking about. Y'all need to spend some time alone so you can level up. God complex. God is complex. Spend some time fasting by yourself and see if the Most High don't show you how powerful you actually are. Somebody said, if you want to be alone, become a truck driver. Ain't nothing wrong with that. You're making money on the road. You're by yourself. You ain't got to hear nobody in your ear. Yeah, that's a great profession. I know a lot of brothers that's truck drivers on the road hours at a time. I love taking road trips. That's the time you really get to get some insight. His will is real, shared Matthew 26:53. Thinkest thou that I cannot now pray to my Father, and he shall presently give me, and he shall presently give me more than 12 legions of angels? Absolutely. The angels serve us. Think about all the greats, all those who elevated in life. They had to go through a point in time where they were by themselves. Anybody who did something great. Some of y'all music producers out here, you gonna have to be in your home the whole summer while everybody else chasing booty. You gonna have to be by yourself, not going to no parties, not going to no club, not doing nothing. You just in there making beats all day. If you want to succeed, that's what you got to do. Isolation is elevation. You gonna have people hitting you up like, yo, come on out, yo, come kick it with us, come hang with us. Wasting your damn time. It just so happens you being alone, focusing on your work, that's the only way you're going to elevate in life. Anybody who want to do something great going to have to do that. Anybody. There's going to have to come a time where whatever it is you want to do in life, you're going to have to get focused on it. And the crazy part is all the naysayers, all the ones who isolated you and was talking about you behind your back, they all got to see you shine. In the Most High just God. Everybody who isolated, persecuted, everybody who was trying to excommunicate you from doing something, you end up communicating with the Creator and doing something way bigger than they can imagine. And they got to sit there and watch it. That's how God works. And it ain't about fame. It ain't about none of that. But the way the Most High works, he always makes sure that you shine in your enemies' faces, no matter what it is. Those who lift their tongues in condemnation against you, you always will shine in their faces. They're forced to watch it. And the crazy part about these people is they hate it, but they can't help it. They hate seeing you grow. They hate seeing you shine. They hate seeing you develop, but they can't help but to watch it. They're devils, they jealous, they envious, they weak. Boo Boss, thank you for the $20 contribution. Says true facts. He is ours and we are his. I was ready to try a new vegan restaurant. Speaking to the owner, the Most High had me ask all the right questions, found out her and her partner, into chakras, crystals, and yoga. Yep. See, the Most High gave you that insight, gave you that discernment. Somebody said, been on my own for a while, and I like it. And I'm going to stay this way until God says so. Right. Yeah, somebody said, don't eat there. I wouldn't eat there either. You know, they casting spells over the food. They looking at the food as sacrificial, as sacrifices. Don't be afraid to be alone, y'all. Don't be afraid of it. It's like, are these people in your life more important than God? Are they more important than the Creator? Are they more important than the one who created you? You can never please people. They always gonna have something to say. They always gonna have something to say, no matter what. A lot of y'all care about the opinions of people who don't even matter. They don't even matter in the grand scheme of things. In the grand scheme of things, who really matters in your life? You got to have an open mind. You got to be able to reach new heights. You can't get caught in a bubble. The world is full of millions of people. Trillions of billions. I said millions, billions actually. It's a few billion people out here. We got to think globally. Sometimes people got to get cut off. If the vibes don't add up, if the spirit is not connected, if you don't connect with them and some work is getting done to reverence your Creator, you wasting your time. Me personally, y'all, I don't have time to waste time. How about y'all? Y'all want to keep wasting time with people who ain't really building you up because you grew up with them or you quote unquote love them? Love is an action. Love is an action word. If I love somebody, I'm supporting them. If they love me, they supporting me. If I have love for somebody, I'm going to help them. If they have love for me, they're going to help me. And that type of love is going to be reverencing the Creator. If that's not what I'm getting out of any relationship or situation, then I need to cut that off immediately. Yeah, if you're not helping, you're hurting. Lorraine says, I regret my children in GA, but appreciate leaving St. Louis. It's life learning valuable lessons. We on a journey. I regret my children. I hope that was a typo. I don't know if you meant you regret having them. I mean, damn. Yep, equal exchange of energy, right. Somebody said insignificant people don't matter, real talk. Yeah, they gotta have that spiritual voltage with them, man. And it is what it is, man. If y'all like to support my work, contribute at newbreed.love. Everybody, hope y'all enjoyed this broadcast. More content coming. I'm going to go over there and do a stream with Leon a Servant tomorrow. So check me out. We got some things to talk about. We're going to talk about building, actual nation building, having a foundation to move forward. Because the old way of Hebrewism, the old way of how Israelites maneuver out here, there has to be a revamp. There has to be a new foundation. There's a new wave coming. There's another surge of energy coming, and we got to build with those in a power circle and get that thing together. But anyway, man, I love each and every one of y'all. Support me on Patreon at patreon.com/newbreed. Also support me on Instagram at newbreed404. And everybody, turn those post notifications on. Turn the bell on so you can get videos as they're being uploaded. Everybody like the video, share. With that being said, shalom and peace.